super excited to be a part of the collab this week. And this week's theme is to do the small pet tag. Alright, so the first question is, what pets do you have? If you guys follow me on Budget Bunny, you know that we have a little zoo at our house. But since this is a small pet tag, I'll just stick to the little guys. So I've got 4 rabbits, 2 guinea pigs, and 1 hamster. What is your favorite part about having pets? I think it's definitely the bond that you share with them and their personalities. Each animal, when given the right conditions to thrive and, you know, shown kindness and love, has so much love to give in return and, you know, can really show you their true personalities of who they are. I can honestly say that when I first got my first rabbit, Rocky, I severely underestimated how much personality he was going to have, and it was just so incredible to see him binky for the first time and run laps excitedly when I come home from work. And I just think it's really amazing to share that bond with such a small animal, especially hamsters. I just think it's so cute that Scarlett can't wait to get out of her cage when she wakes up at night and hang out with me and crawl around my shoulders and everything. And yeah, so I definitely think that kind of love and that bond that you form with them and their own unique personalities that make you smile and make the whole experience so memorable. What are some quirky things about your pet's personalities? Scarlett, our hamster, is insane. I have never had, she is my 4th hamster. I have never had a hamster with so much energy, and it's so fun to watch her. She just goes nuts, like she could boogie for hours, and it's so cute to see her run around excitedly. We have another spare room in the basement, and I'll just let her run around sometimes. I've shared videos of that on Instagram, and she just goes nuts. It's so cute. Honey, our 1 Holland Lock rabbit, is quite the diva, and you know, I'm usually greeted with thumps of disapproval, stare downs. Sometimes she does kiss though. She's my only rabbit that loves to give me kisses, but typically she's scowling at me, and I find that pretty humorous. Her best friend is definitely Rocky. Rocky is such a sweetie. He loves to binky and zoom, but he's a big mama's boy. If I don't spend enough time with him, he gets really sulky. And there's been a couple times, especially when we were so busy during the move, that I actually thought that he was ill and that I was gonna have to get him to the vets. And it turned out he just wanted some snuggles. So he's definitely a big mama's boy. Ollie is just such a snuggle bun. He does have a heart condition, so that's what kind of keeps him a little more pokey. But he loves life too, and it's just really cute to watch him bounce around and his little ears flopping everywhere. And then there's Willow, who is definitely our little clown. She loves to run laps and binky and just zoom around the house, but she's also incredibly sweet too and just loves to get pets. And then our 2 guinea pigs, Sir Phineas Fluffy Talks and Sir Samson McSqueakerbox, are so funny. Finny is also clown. He likes to popcorn. He'll rumble strut and then popcorn. So it's never serious when he starts rumble strutting around the cage. He gets so excited, and then he's popcorning and he's bouncing around, and he loves chin tickles and kisses. And Sammy's more my shy, quiet guy, but he loves head rubs as well. And I don't really see him popcorn too much, but he does like being cozy. And the boys are also really entertaining to watch. They fight over their veggies, and they'll fight over, you know, beds or different areas of the cage. It's not serious fighting, it's just like little squabbles, but I love their little weeks and squeaks, and just watching them, you know, play tug of war with their veggies and stuff like that. It's always, I find that guinea pigs are really comical to watch. What does having pets in your life mean to you? It fulfills it. I grew up with pets. We've always had animals. Clearly not the amount of animals I have in my house, but like I said before, every animal I find has their own unique personality, and they each provide something in a different way, and I just feel incomplete without them in my life. It was really, really hard when we were moving because we were out of a house for just over a month, and a lot of my pets had to go live with friends and relatives because we didn't have a house. So it was really hard to, you know, not have my cat snuggle with me every night and not have the guinea pigs weeking for veggies and just things like that. It just made me feel like there was like a hole in my heart. So, you know, I'll always have animals in my life because I just feel incomplete without them. How long have you had pets? Well, I guess I kind of answered that one already. I actually didn't get my first small pet until I was 21, I believe. My hamster Kelvin was my first what's considered a small pet. But we've always had dogs and cats growing up, and fish as well. Do you have any regrets about your pets? Absolutely not. If I had the money and time for more pets, I would have them. Oh, actually I do have one regret, and that is ever housing my small pets in pet shop cages. When I got my hamster, I had no idea about the DIY options that were available or the minimum standards. That being said, my hamster was spoiled rotten, and we had tons of cages and tubes connected together and everything for my first hamster, but I wish that I had known about like Hamster Hideout or different forums, or, you know, what the minimum size actually was. And the same with the rabbits. The guinea pigs, because they came later, I already had a lot of research and knowledge about small pets, but the rabbits, you know, I got suckered in at the pet store. I bought the biggest cage they had when I got Rocky, but it was nowhere near big enough for him, and I just wish that ahead of time I would have known the DIY options that were available, and that was actually why I started my YouTube channel and my website. Okay, what are some nicknames that you call your pets? I honestly don't really have any nicknames for Scarlet, other than like Cutie and Sweetie and stuff like that. Her official name is Scarlett Johansson, so I guess that would be kind of her nickname. Finn and Sam, I usually call them little monkeys. I don't know why, I guess just the way they bounce around and everything. I'll call them my little squeakers or my little monkeys. Ollie is Boo Bear. I call him Boo or Boo Bear a lot. And Honey is kind of, you know, a nickname people would call their rabbit. So Willow doesn't really have any nicknames either. Again, they get called like Cutie or Sweetie, or sometimes I call Willow Honey because, again, it is a little bit of a nickname, which I suppose would be a little confusing. And Rocky's nickname would definitely be Rocket Man. I've called him that his whole life just because he likes to binky and zoom a lot too. But yeah, so his nickname is definitely Rocket Man, and I'm a huge Elton John fan, what can I say? What are some of your favorite memories with the pets? I would have to say with Rocky, it was definitely the first time that he binkied. That was just an amazing, I didn't know what a binky was, so that was just kind of an amazing moment for me. So my other favorite memory is definitely of Finny when we first brought him home. And I do have a video of this actually, but basically he was ditched in a box with his siblings. So we don't know what kind of conditions he came from. And I brought him home, but I was still unsure about what kind of housing I was going to provide for him. So for the first week he was with us, he was in a big pen on the floor just made out of storage grids and with fleece and all his toys and everything. And we'd be downstairs watching TV and I can hear him squeaking and running laps, and I got it on camera. I actually had over a half an hour footage that I cut down to about 3 minutes, but just seeing how happy he was and how silly he is, like, I would have to say that guinea pigs are the funniest out of small pets. I just find them the most entertaining. It's really funny to watch, so that's probably one of my other favorite memories, is just knowing how happy he was to have a good home with us in the space that he actually needed to be himself. What is your favorite part about having pets? I would definitely say just knowing that these animals have the best life possible, and snuggles. Snuggles are pretty great too. Okay, sorry about that. We're losing light pretty quickly because it's winter here and it gets dark so early. So let's finish this up. So what is my least favorite part about owning pets? That would definitely be the cleaning. I do not enjoy cleaning at all. It is my least favorite thing to do. However, I do enjoy knowing that my pets are in nice, clean, you know, cozy conditions, and therefore I do it happily for them because I love them and I want them to have a great life. And the final question is, are there any pets that you would like to own in the future? So I would absolutely love to have mice or rats. The only thing that's unfortunate about them are their life expectancy, and they do tend to pass away from tumors and cancer and things like that, so I don't know how well I would handle that. My husband unfortunately also hates their tails, which is why I have been told that I can only have hamsters. I also think ferrets are pretty awesome. They're so entertaining and they're so funny. I love watching videos of them. They're such silly little animals, but the problem is that they're predators, and I would be way too nervous to house ferrets with my rabbits, guinea pigs, and my hamster in the house, and I can't imagine not having rabbits, guinea pigs, or a hamster. So those are animals that I would love to own, but whether I actually ever do or not is a completely different story. I just want to thank the Furry Friendzy Collab so much for asking me to be their guest this week. And don't forget to subscribe to all of their channels. And again, you can check me out at Budget Bunny. Have a great weekend, guys. Bye.